So, I've been playing the new Animal Crossing lately. I never played an Animal Crossing before, and it actually turns out I like it a lot. I didn't expect to really like it that much, but it's actually a very fun game. It's just a lot of grinding for money, which can get monotonous, but it's still a fun game. So, if you haven't tried it yet, just go try it. So, yeah. Anyways, hey guys, it's Wild. We got a match here today against ultima3332. It's an OU match. I'm using my mono region team from Hoenn a while back when I was doing the mono region week, because I was looking over the team again and I was like, I really feel like using this team for fucking no reason, even though it's terrible. But quick run through of what it is: Expert Belt, Mixed Metagross, Expert Belt, Latios, Scarf Flygon, Spec Swampert, Special Defensive Rachi, and SD Breloom. So yeah, it's pretty stupid and retarded, but you know what? We'll go with it. Opponent's team, he's got like semi-standard stuff. Like, he's got a Snorlax, which is weird, but then the rest of it is like lower to mid OU, so then just random Breloom thrown in, so it'll be a bit annoying. But main threats I'm looking at are going to be that Breloom and then the Latios, just because, like, he's got plenty of checks from my Jirachi, so once he kind of gets that out of the way, Latios is going to be a problem, and I don't have really a great thing to do with Breloom, because if he puts Latios to sleep, that's going to fuck with me, so I gotta try and deal with those two ASAP, because otherwise they're gonna fuck my shit up. But leads on his end, I figured he might go with like Skarmory or Espeon, so I figured Metagross would be the best lead. He does lead off with Espeon, so I'm like, alright, let's just Meteor Mash. I don't really care what he does, so I'm just gonna do that. And he actually tricked me a Choice Scarf, which isn't really gonna help me out because I am a quiet Metagross, so I think I might have a little bit of speed investment just because it outspeeds certain random things, but it doesn't really matter that much. I don't remember. But whatever the case, Landers comes in. I'm just going to Meteor Mash it because I'm like, okay, he's coming in to get rocks up, so he's not going to right off the bat attack me, so I can get that off. Does a lot, so that's kind of nice. But I go into Flygon to dodge the Earthquake. Now, I thought he would switch fearing the Outrage, but he just decides to stay in, predicting my U-turn, I guess, or just figuring he could take a hit. I don't fucking know. But I go back into Metagross because I don't want anything else to take a hit, and Metagross is kind of half useless at this point, but his Landers is really low now, so that's nice. But he goes into Skarmory. I got the HP Fire, and I somehow outspeed it, so I might as well go for it. It does around half. I mean, it does a bit less than half, so I'm not really going to be able to kill it anytime soon. But I'm still doing a substantial amount of damage where I am going to force him out eventually, because he does Roost up there. I have more HP Fires than he has Roost. I mean, he can set up spikes, but he'll just die then, so he's not really in a position to stay in, so he's going to go out to his Snorlax right here. Kind of sucks, because it's going to take the HP Fire, no problem. So, really nothing else to do. I'm going to go to Jirachi, because I don't have anything better to do. Plus, I'd like to get my rocks up eventually, because they'd be nice. You know, rocks are always cool. But he goes to return, gets a crit. Doesn't do too much still, so that's kind of nice. But just get my rocks up now. He's going to go for Earthquake, and I'm like, well, that's a Snorlax, alright. But I'm trying to think of what I should even do, and I'm like, fuck it, let's just go for Body Slam, see what happens. Strength is paralyzed, so it's just easier to deal with later. So, I don't know, whatever. But he goes for Pursuit, thinking I want to switch out, not wanting to take another Earthquake, so at least I know his move set now, so that's actually pretty useful to know. But I believe I just go for Iron Head right here just to get some damage off on the Snorlax, try and get some Paraflinch going to make it easier to deal with. But he goes into Landorus just as Death Water to see what's going on, so that works. But he goes into Breloom right here, and he just goes for Mach Punch, and that kind of tells me that, because I see no Life Orb leftover, so it tells me he might be banded, but I'm going to need more confirmation to actually assume so. So I go into Latios just to scare him out. I should have gone for Surf, but I wanted to go for HP Fire on the off chance he was bluffing. So, you know, that happens. But Snorlax comes in. I know he's probably going to go for Pursuit, so I'm just going to go for Dragon Meteor to hit him for some nice damage. Does a lot, so that's kind of nice. I'm hoping another one will take him out, even with the -2. So I'm just going to go for it, because I'm kind of locked in here anyways, just because he's got Pursuit going. So, that's kind of what's going on. Unfortunately, does not kill, because, you know, -2 does that, but I'm just going to keep going for it, because there's really no point for me to recover up, because I kind of want Latios to die just so I can bring in something else to kill this Snorlax, so that's kind of the game plan going there. So, yeah, do lose that, but going to Flygon, I figure a U-turn should be able to take it out, just looking at how much Dragon Meteor did anyways, so just going to go for that. Does kill off the Snorlax, go and U-turn into Metagross, because that's basically useless at this point. I mean, I say it's been useless, but it's actually been providing some use, but it's like, looking at his team, it's just not going to be that useful, so I just sack it. He does bring in Breloom. He does go for Low Sweep, which I'm going to take that as a huge fucking hint that he is banded. If he isn't banded, then I'm fucked, because I bring in Swampert, solely based on that assumption. And I was right, because he does switch out, otherwise he would have gone for Bullet Seed, so at the very least, I made the right risk, and it paid off somewhat, because Latias came in and just went for Ice Beam, so I knew it hit all of his dudes. I do freeze him, but I was like, fuck, would have meant Swampert would have got out scotch-free, but he does unthaw, and does take me out Dragon Meter, which tells me he's specs, so I'm just going to go into Flygon to outspeed him, and hit him with a U-turn to try and take him out. But he switches out to Skarmory just to make the safe play to preserve Latias for later, which is fine. But I'm just going to turn out into Breloom, because I figure I can get a Spore on the Skarm. Apparently I can't say my words, but no, Spore the Skarm and then set up some SDs hopefully, because that's kind of my best bet to do a Skarm at this point, because I think all I have left is Breloom and Flygon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I mean, what I basically have to do is just set up a bunch of SDs and just Mach Punch it. But he brings in Latias, which is weird, and then he stays in, so I was like, okay, that turn I thought he was going to switch, but he was relying on the first turn Wake. I did take a risk there by SDing, but if I didn't, I would have no chance of killing his Skarmory, so I kind of had to do it because I didn't have Fire Punch on Flygon for some reason. But his Breloom comes in, he did tell me it was a Jolly Breloom, so I luckily did win the speed tie, so I'm pretty sure I would have died from Mach Punch, because that's how it works. But Skarm comes in, I should have Spored to be safe, but I figured a +2 Mach Punch to take him out, and it does. So that's going to kind of be the match. So GG, ultima3332. It was a fun match. I don't know why I like this team much. It's actually really fucking terrible, but I like it for some reason. So I keep trying to use it, and it keeps sucking, but, you know, that's life. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a Slinky, but yeah. I don't know, whatever. So... I love not having anything to say at the end. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Comment, sub, and later, guys.